15. This is the 15th official episode.
Hold on. Let's go and see what chat wanted me to say. Let's see how this
Chat. Well, chat. This isn't chat show. This is our show.
Hold on.
Tell chat to get his own show.
Hold up.
Episode 15, Lucid Perspective podcast featuring moi
and moi.
Schwa.
Okay.
Moi
and Schwa.
Schwa or sure. Plugs. You already know. The plugs. Boom. Bomb book. An elusive perspective. An introduction to waking the fuck up. Get it. Out on all the bookstores. The New York Times number 10 bestseller. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate the reviews. If you haven't got it, go ahead and get it. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or www.elusiveperspective.com. That's buy direct from me. You get a signed copy, so go ahead and do that. If there's issues with the checkout, please let me know. Most people are okay with it, but every now and then somebody has an issue with the checkout on the website for some reason, especially if you use it on a cell phone. Cell phones are not the greatest for e-commerce. Usually laptop, desktop works best. That's me. Flacs in the building. Rio's in the house.
Reese here with Rio Skin Lab. I am pushing my virtual, we're calling it virtual skin lab analysis, something that we could do a one-on-one video chat. I can look at your skin online and we can discuss some problems that you might be having. If you're experiencing dryness, you don't know what skincare products to use, we can chat for a half an hour. And I can tell you all the things that you need to know, things that you can do at home. And this virtual consultation is a Zoom call. It includes a follow-up email of everything that we discussed and the skincare routine that we discussed. You get a discount on the products that I sell that are professional products that you can only get through a licensed esthetician. And you will also get a free kit catered just for you. With sample skincare regimen that I would recommend for you to use, and then we can chat about that. So it's a really, really good package deal to get you started on having healthy skin.
Tailor-made.
Tailor-made.
Just for you.
Just for you.
What's the website? You said the website and all that stuff?
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's the main website is www.reoskinlab.com, reoskinlab.com, and then the Square site where you can book the appointment is https://
www.
reoskinlab.square.site.
Boom. There it is. Those are plugs. By the way, I just want to say I'm really proud of this book.
It's a good book.
Earlier today, I opened up, I read a few pages. I forgot it, right? I mean, I wrote it last year, released it in January. I just read a couple of pages, and I'm like, that's dope. That's how it came out of me.
It's good. I'm proud of you, and you should. I'm glad you're proud of yourself as well.
I'm proud of it. I got good reviews. You know, sent out some more copies. But yeah, no, it's pretty dope. I'm an author, y'all, and I'm working on a second book. November. I don't have a title, or I have a concept, but not the title. But trust, when the title and the cover and all that is developed, I'm going to be pushing pre-sales.
Yes.
So maybe in the next few months. That's going to release in November. But in the next few months, you see me pushing pre-sales for that.
Hop on it.
Jump on it. Because the drop dead is getting published November 11th. That's the deadline. It's going to be available for purchase. But the pre-sale is going to be dope. So
it's our anniversary.
Oh, yeah. November 11th is our anniversary.
Our wedding anniversary.
And Veterans Day. Shout out to the veterans. It's a guaranteed day off for me. Guaranteed every year.
Yeah.
I'm off. I don't know about you, but
plan that.
You should be off. This right here, this book changed my life. This is the book. This is the one you want to get. If you really want to know what's going on in the world, if you really want to gain the perspective you need to change your outlook, this book, An Elusive Perspective, this is the one that's going to wake you up, help you to see the world for what it truly is. Take the blinders off, look behind the veil, wake up. 11 chapters of knowledge, information, the truth about this planet, about this world, about politics, about abundance, about money. Get this book now. Change your life.
Revitalize your skin and combat the signs of aging at Rio Skin Lab. Our expert skincare treatments use top-notch, professional products to rejuvenate your skin. Relax and rejuvenate in our spa-like environment where your skin will be thoroughly cleansed, pores unclogged, and exfoliated. Our new location is conveniently located off of South Independence Boulevard in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Book your virtual consultation anytime, anywhere. Healthy, radiant skin starts here. Book your appointment today at www.realskinlab.com.
So what do we have in store for episode 15
Yes,
of the Figuring, wrong podcast, of Lucid Perspective? Yeah, say that so many times.
I know.
I have 3 shows.
You're so busy.
No, it's crazy. And
All right.
so many ventures.
So we have, hold on. Let me go to Instagram because we have a request for topics from, what is your Instagram name? It is T Hug for Life and T_HUGG_the number 4 life.
Shout out.
Looks like she's an amazing artist. Animated drawings. She can create T-shirts.
She had a coloring book, right?
Yeah, she has a coloring book on Amazon. A few coloring books on Amazon.
That's dope. Didn't know that.
It's super dope. Yeah, super dope. But anyway, she requested some topics that we could talk about, and let's pull up one of them. This is regarding relationships.
That's what we do here, and we do other topics too. We're gonna be doing some content strategy, marketing, branding.
Absolutely.
Social media consultation things, and not this episode, but there will be episodes of that. So it's mostly, what did you say, Chat? What said it was? Marketing? That's what you was about to get into?
No, not yet.
All right,
I got a lot of stuff going on my phone right now. I'm trying to pull it all out. So let's go back. I got my windows open.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked it a bunch of stuff, so I have to roll up podcast. Okay, these are some ideas. We're going to be doing some skits too. Be on the lookout for that.
Oh yeah, skits. That's
we're gonna get put on our acting mask. I'm
a
good.
thespian. Let me tell you something. I'm a thespian.
Yeah, you are. You're great.
I watch a lot of movies. I like, especially dramatic scenes where the dialogue is crazy and the acting is crazy. I like to dissect things that most people would miss. They don't just watch a movie for entertainment. Things that directors and the actors and there's caveats and there's symbols and signs. I love that type of stuff. I think I would be an amazing actor. I don't have any, what did that guy say? Formal training. Remember the old Asian guy from back in the day? He went to a voice sing thing and he was like, I don't have no training. And they were like, we know. I don't know official training. I was in a few plays. I was in Greece.
Shut up.
Yeah, but I wasn't I was the side guys. I forgot who was Danny.
Was it singers? Were you singing?
No, well, yeah, okay. It had to sing. I was not the main, but the little side.
I need the tapes.
This was in the Bronx. This was a long time ago.
Not in the Bronx.
In the Bronx, yes. I've been in a handful of plays. I thought I was fine. I don't really know, but skits. I think we're gonna have a good time with. I think I'm gonna be like the next Tom Cruise. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up! You can do it. You do your own stunts.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
all the things.
Hold on. This is we're gonna try it. We're gonna try this and see how it is and see how it works out. Hold on.
You do it.
Welcome to Lucid Perspective, the podcast. Wait, hold on. Let me start over. Welcome to Lucid Perspective, the podcast where marriage, magic, and marketing collide. I'm Reese, luxury skincare specialist and unapologetic brand builder.
I'm not reading that.
He's Flacco, author of Elusive Perspective and spiritual strategist. Strategist.
Together we deep dive into love, truth, business, and becoming the fuck you are. Let's get lucid. I like the last. I like let's get lucid.
It's like saying let's get loose, but that pretty much is the same thing because lucid, it's like having your mind flow.
Awareness. Yeah,
having your mind flow. I mean,
but
it could be edited.
Good for things like that. Yeah, but
it could be edited. All right. So T Hug for Life.
Mm-hmm.
One of the questions or one of the topics that she would like to speak about in regards to relationships and dating is, let's start with this first one.
We're not dating though. But hey, you got it.
I mean, it's for other people.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's still relationship based. So this one says, years. Well, this can still relate to everybody.
Okay, I know.
All right, so we have foreplay all day, needed or nah.
I think we need more context for the question.
Okay, I think I already know, and you guys already know probably. But is saying that is foreplay something that you just do when you want it and when it's time, or is it something that you're doing kind of like all day? And do you understand that concept?
Yeah, but I think there's more context needed for the question. Like,
what we take
talking
your
about,
own interpretation.
Are we talking about married couples? Are we talking about girlfriend, boyfriend? Are we talking
I don't think
about,
it matters.
Because
how does it? Tell me how it makes a difference.
Sex is easier for different categories of couples. So marriage, or I guess a committed relationship, something that's not a fling, not fuck buddies, boyfriend and girlfriend dating, or where there's some type of commitment. Is foreplay all day needed? I guess it depends on the people. Some people don't need foreplay. Some people need very little foreplay, and they'll just have a moment, or they'll just
be ready,
look, and it's go time.
Yeah, I think for women, what I've been experiencing and witnessing online is that women want it not just to be when you're ready to have sex that you are showing attention and flirting, that it starts with a good morning. It starts with throughout the day you're being considerate and loving and being a turn on and listening and doing all the things that can turn a woman on. And it's not just when you want to hit that you're showing that type of emotion. That is a turn on for women. And I think that works for when you're dating as well, and when you're married. I think it's important to display that. I think it's important to display it all day. What was the other one? All day or what? Or no? Nah. Or no, not all day. So just when it's time to, like, you can not be talking to each other all day, or not even look at each other all day, or not touch all day, or not hug all day, or not kiss all day, but then you see them and then it's on, or you just do it just then. That, I guess that, I mean, sometimes it can work and sometimes it doesn't, but I think that maybe women might appreciate that a little more, that type of attention more, for it to be an all day thing.
Yeah, I feel like there's some underlying meaning behind the question too, because usually it's the men that aren't into foreplay, like they can just go in. There's the women that need it, and then especially when you're in a relationship and it's been years or whatever, and there's like the dude's like, this is my woman, I got her, we was doing that stuff way back in the beginning. Most men are like, why we gotta do all that? You're here, you're my woman, we're together, we're committed. We just jump in.
Yeah, I know. And that's what needs to be like retaught.
But its nature is, I think it's not, I'm not speaking for all men. I'm not speaking for all men.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking for myself. I'm saying it's almost like, I don't know. I guess some people are different. It's just
and I think that the argument with that. Did I cut you off?
Oh,
okay. I think the argument with that is that you did all this to get me. You got me by doing all of that, and then now that you got me, you're not doing it anymore, and so you wonder why I don't want it. And I think that sometimes that could be the argument for the men and women, like, oh, that's you were taking me out, you were saying this about me, you were touching me, you were kissing me, you were sending me good morning, you were saying good morning to me, and you were looking at me with the sparkle in your eyes, but now it's like, where did it go? And then you want me to be turned on when you touch me when you're ready.
Yeah, I know. It's normal.
Yeah.
This is the thing, men and women are so opposite.
Yeah.
We are literally in almost everything, aside from the fact we need to eat, sleep, breathe, and excrete. We are opposites in almost every kind of way. Is like, and we're put on this earth to form a union, and with our opposites, learn how to coexist and complement each other and work together. But we're so fucking opposite. It's almost like a sick joke of nature.
Yeah.
To put humans, male,
Now
female,
get along. You get along now.
female and male humans together on this planet.
Yeah.
In this aquarium, and this
Right.
on this plane, and be like, y'all are complete opposites, but you need each other. Go.
Yeah. And with that being said, I really feel like when you learn to do better, then you do better. Like, I know, like, nature, you know, we could be savages, but then you learn, you develop intellect, you develop skill, and then you take what you learn and then you use it. So if it's not natural for you to know that, you know what women want, but you're rebelling against it because you're a man, like, that's another issue. That's an ego problem. And then vice versa for women. Like, women know that men
Need stuff.
they have needs too, and sometimes women need to not push back, need to be like, okay, I need to give in sometimes too. I can't just have my way all the time and just, you got to do this for me all the time. You got to put out that way as well. Like, it's a give and take.
No, that's facts, and it's bars, and it's just when people. We're not speaking for ourselves. I think we're good.
We're good.
We have understandings of things.
Yeah. And we've been everywhere. So yeah.
I have been everywhere.
I'm saying we've been everywhere with, you know, like, with thoughts and ego and what you should do, what I should do, blah blah blah. And then you figure all that out. You juggle it all together, and you land somewhere, and then you figure out what works for you, and then you do it.
Yeah, but when it comes to watching other people, like other couples, married couples, whatever. Yeah. And they're just butting heads all the time because nobody wants to compromise, come in the middle, come to an agreement. If they're whoever, either side is just like, this is what I want, this is what I need, give it to me. Then the other person's like, this is what I want, this is what I need, give it to me. And they're both sitting there with their arms crossed, waiting for somebody to give in. Yeah. And it's easy
and you're
to
unhappy.
fall into that. It's easy to get into that selfishness or that fix me or do for me. Oh, so but without that compromise or without the understanding of, like, you want something, she wants something, he wants something, y'all got to do it for each other as opposed to just standing idly by waiting for somebody to do something for you. And that's why I say with the flirting, foreplay, you know, I can speak for dudes who have been with somebody for a long time, that mentality of, that's my woman. She knows I love her. She knows I think she's sexy. Yeah. To them, it's just an unnecessary activity or task for something they know that they're privy to.
This is an amazing segue to her next. This is in my opinion, amazing segue into something else that she also asked the following day, or maybe later on that day. But I feel like when she came up with that idea, she just kind of spit him out. But she also said, this is T Hugs for Life again, and she says, what does dating a man who actually likes you look like? So, like, there's a lot of controversy around
there's a lot of
men not liking women because of how they're being treated. And I think that is that egocentric point of view, like, where, you know, how I feel matters over how you feel. And that's what makes women, I guess, in this particular circumstance, make them feel like they're not being liked. And that whole thing, like, I got you, you know, you're here already. So, you know, what's with the song and dance? But the thing is that if you like somebody, you do that.
Treat them like
you
you
treat
like
them
them.
like you like them. Like when they look at you look at them like you like them. When someone says, "Oh, hi, how you doing?" You reciprocate the energy that they are giving you. You don't act like you don't like them and be like, "What's up?" Or "Yeah, what's going on?" Like that's not showing me that you like me. You know, if I tell you what I like and you're just like, "Nah, that don't make no sense to me." Like, how is that treating the person that you like you like them? Like, so this, what it looks like is exactly the way it's supposed to. If you don't feel like they like you, then they're not saying that they don't like you, but they're not expressing that they like you.
Well, there's an answer to the question.
Okay.
Specifically about, I guess she's saying why
What does it look like?
when dating, men act like they don't like the women they're dating. And I don't know, I feel like I'm on a pedestal for men right now. Speaking for most men, social media, online, there's this train of thought where men are being told by other alphas and other men that do not be nice to women when you're dating because women don't like that. That's literally like the thinking. And they're saying if you're nice to her and respectful, she won't give it up. She won't like you. She'll think you're weak and all these things. So those men did not. I feel like most of them who are aloof or acting a certain way, they want to be nice, but they're in fear of turning a woman off. So that's where that's coming from.
Yeah.
You know, to be stern, stoic, manly, and like, aloof, and like if she's giddy or whatever, like you got to be a man. That's coming from that's coming from that side of internet
mentality.
land. Yeah, and there's a lot of misinformation from both sides. There's a side telling women to do the wrong thing, and there's a side telling men to do the wrong thing. I think
setting us up. Yeah,
it's setting everybody up for failure. Like dating advice online is all FUBAR all over the place. I think the true answer to everybody's dating woes, like literally, this is about to be the true answer. I'm about to solve everybody's problem.
Do it.
Clip this, spread it, share the news. Here's the answer. The problem with dating is nobody is being themselves.
There you go.
Everybody wants to be something they heard, something they were taught, something somebody else said they had to be. When the number one rule for dating is be yourself. If you are yourself, imagine two people and they're themselves. If they don't click, they don't like each other or whatever, you're not wasting nobody's time. Like you're not clicking. But if you're putting on a facade or you're acting like somebody else and the dude's doing this and the woman's doing this because they feel like that's what they have to do, not only are you like a double agent, you're being fake twice. You know what I'm saying? If you're yourself and then you find somebody who's their self and you actually like each other for who you are, you're there.
Right.
Problem solved. You're yourself, this person's their self, you like each other, you got the real person. But if you're doing what the internet said, because whatever, now you put on a representative, you got people being fake twice, and they may like each other physically and they might move to the next step, but then after all that fakeness and all that stupid shit fades away, then you're getting a real person that you wouldn't have liked or you would have seen the red flags for if you were just yourself from the beginning. Just dropped the bomb. Where's my flex bomb?
That was like how you say that's a bar.
That's a bar.
Yeah, and I think that when you are fake or you're being fake nice or fake mean, maybe that is where things are getting crossed. And it's not that you try being nice. It's if you're not nice and you try being like, you're going to sense it, and that's where the turnoff is. And it's like, I'm not connecting with this person. And isn't that an amazing, what is that called? Like when you're just like, you cross out all the
elimination.
Yeah, it's an amazing process of elimination. Just be yourself,
dating
so that you
to
can
do.
just like get it out the way. Like, I'm gonna be my total self with you. You be your total self with me, and we're gonna see if we like each other. Like, there's no mandatory
Representative.
There's no mandatory, like my words aren't coming out the way I want them to, but you don't have to like the person that you're on the date with. Like,
some people force
don't
themselves.
expectate. That's what I'm saying. Expectations. Have the zero expectations for the situation, and just like breathe and fill it out. See if you actually like the person. Who cares where you go eat? Who cares? You know, they got manners. They're nice. They're looking at you like they like you. You know, you have fun. You have things in common. Like you're chilling right now. There is zero expectation. And then all this other stuff starts lining up after the fact. But if you're there and you're trying so hard to hit, or you're trying so hard to look good, or you're trying so hard to suck your stomach in, or be funny, or be quiet, or act like you don't eat that much, or this is too much, and then you're wasting your time, really.
Yeah.
When you can just like get it all out the way, see if this person is for you, and then if it's not, on to the next. Like you don't waste months and months being fake, and then finding out that you can't do it anymore. Like just get it over with.
No, that's true. And I think if people did that, I think so many more people would be happy that they'd find their person. Talk about weird stuff. Like say a fun, weird fact about yourself. The most embarrassing thing that you think would be embarrassing, say it. You know, you like Star Wars, or you like Pokemon, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, when they first meet somebody and put a representative, they gauge how they put on a representative what they think that person would like. Right? And then, again, that's being phony. You're putting on a facade, and you're not really getting to know each other. And if you're fearful of being rejected or whatever, I think you should probably date with the intention to be rejected or reject a person if there's no compatibility. Because I mean, if you're dating, you're trying to find your person, right? Usually that's what people do. You want to get married, that's usually the end goal. If you're dating and you're talking to a bunch of different people, you're sifting, you're eliminating, you're finding out who's who. But if you put a representative on based on what you think that person will like, you're a different person for every person you're talking to.
Yeah, you just lose yourself.
That's exhausting. You know, this dude's being mean to you, and he might really like you and be attracted to you, but he heard somewhere else he needs to be an asshole for you to like him.
So that you like him.
And that's his fault. And women, you know, I feel like the women have an issue. They're being told to not accept coffee dates and not go to not accept Cheesecake Factory and be gold diggers in that way. And then, you know, a dude, I feel like there's so many people that probably really surpassed or rejected their soulmate based off of stupid, superficial things they heard on the internet. Like, y'all were in the same room together. That's your soulmate. Y'all could have had a great life together. But this dude's doing this, this woman's doing this, turn each other off. She got the ick. You said something stupid, and now y'all parted ways, and y'all would have been perfect for each other.
Yeah.
But and then everybody's online. Dating now sucks. Nobody's blah blah crying and whining and.
But the dating is the game. Like you can't say the game sucks. You just live your life, have fun. And, well, here I am talking, and I'm married. I'm not in the dating. Nor have I ever.
I know.
Really.
I really never really dated.
Yeah.
Before wasn't really.
But I mean, we're just making onlookers. So hopefully to bring inspiration to be yourself when you're dating. It might suck, and then a lot of people probably do suck. I mean, the thing is that a lot of people are dealing with stuff. People have trauma, people have hang-ups, people are scared and they don't know how to act in front of people. Some people are introverts trying to be extroverts. And I think that people need to be given grace. And not only that, but you also have to look at yourself, because you're not perfect either. And you're judging people because they're not perfect. And it's just it's just a lot. It's just too much energy being put into it. I think we all just need to take a breather and meditate and try to attract the best case scenario for you, and talk to a therapist.
Therapy. I'm 50-50 on the therapy. I think there's certain people that really should, and I don't think it's for everybody.
It's nice to be able to talk to people about your problems that don't already have a preconceived idea of you, and that are professionally there to listen and to provide advice. And you can't get that from everybody.
Yeah, so to answer back to the question, what it's like to date someone that you, a man that you like. If someone's being nice to you, they're probably being more of themselves than not, especially if they're dating.
Yeah.
But if you're a woman that get turns off when a dude is nice and they are out there, from my understanding,
Then maybe
that's something you need to look in yourself. Like, why am I turned off when somebody's nice to me?
Daddy issues.
I don't know. Maybe you could speak on that. I don't know. That's a woman's perspective, not your perspective.
Yeah. No, I understand the logic behind that type of character, because you're thinking of a character that's edgy and mysterious and aloof, and it's like, oh, you get to chase like wanting
the bad boy.
Yeah, wanting that chase.
Oh, that's the bad boy.
Yeah, wanting that chase. But then after a while, you're going to start feeling isolated and lonely, and triggered and not feeling loved eventually. So you don't want it. Might initially attract you to the person, but I think that you can have it all, and that person doesn't have to ignore you for them to be attractive. Because that's just it's kind of sick, actually, to put yourself through that.
Yeah, so
that's the whole therapy thing. If you find that, if that's something that you like, you want people to hurt you, then I was just saying, it eventually, the
bad boy. I guess the bad boys do hurt.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're rude. They got anger issues.
Yeah. Okay. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Someone respond under this. Okay. So we like to see it, in the world, but don't do it to me. I like sarcasm. You can fight. You got that, mysterious. You clenching your jaw. Whatever, and you seem standoffish. But then when you look at me, what they call golden retriever. Those black cat golden retriever or something like that. You look like you're all kind of stoic to everybody else, but then to me it's I'm getting all the love and stuff like that, but that's not what ends up you get what you like. They're like that with you too. It's not,
and it's a problem.
So it's this movie character thing that and maybe some can do that.
You can blame movies.
Yeah, maybe everything is movies.
Movies all the time.
Yeah.
The woman cheats on the current partner with the bad boy.
Right.
And imagine decades of that programming in Hollywood, in TV, in shows.
It's this is what cartoons. You're going to like. You need this.
And then little girls growing up desiring the bad boy. Mm-hmm. And then they ask questions like that.
And you get hurt.
Why are they mean to me?
Yeah.
You're seeking the Hollywood archetype bad boy. Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is, even in those movies, they show you the result. The bad boy does the same things in the movies most of the time that he does in real life.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not and that's why it's crazy. They put stuff in the media, and give you the medicine and they tell you the answer, mm-hmm. and then you seek it in your real life and then get shocked and surprised when what happened in the movie happens to you.
Yeah. Because I don't know, it's that fire. You seek the fire, but then you're gonna get burned.
Even in movies, in some rom-coms, they talk about being yourself. Mm-hmm. The female, the male, they finally get to know each other, and then they're themselves with each other, and then mm-hmm. that's when the real connection happens. But before that, they were being fake and doing all these other things. Mm-hmm. Just if you're dating out there, first off, whatever you saw online about what men should do, what women should do, scratch that. You see somebody, they're dope, you're attracted, be yourself. Be your true 100%. And I think that's a society's issue with vulnerability and walls, is because a lot of people have trauma and unhealed things, and they don't know how to be open like that, especially with a stranger. And I get that that's hard, but mm-hmm. you don't have to. It's not necessarily a stranger. It's somebody you're dating. This is a potential life partner. So if there's anybody you should be open with like that, it should be towards a potential dating partner. Strangers on the sidewalk or on the subway, or like, you don't gotta do that with everybody. Just if you're dating somebody, maybe give them a little more leeway into the real person, because you have chosen them as a potential. They've chosen you as a potential. You're seeing how things are gonna work. Be open and honest and vulnerable. When you put on a show, you put on a facade, you put on the representative, and y'all move forward with representatives, then eventually those representatives fade away.
Yeah.
Then the real person comes out. And it's always like you hear when people are in relationships and they're like, you're different than when I first met you. Yeah, because it was a fucking representative.
Putting on a show. And not only that, but like you're probably different too. You know, you were dressing up. You was looking fly. You was, your body was tight. You
going to the gym.
You had a hobby.
Doing squats.
You know what I'm saying? And then you let go too. Like, I mean, we all do it, but
we don't do it. We haven't let go.
We all do.
I've actually held on.
Improved.
Yeah, no, we're trying to improve. Yeah. No, I am so different than I am a year ago. Yes. Than I am today.
Absolutely.
I think I've changed the most in the past several months. Mm-hmm. Like, I got tattoos now. I used to be scared of needles. I was terrified. I'm 40. I was terrified of needles. Never want to get a tattoo. When I thought about it, I'd be like, it's permanent. I don't know what to get. I was indecisive, and boom, tattoos.
Mm-hmm. And then on his hands and feet, like, to start, like, who does that?
Me. And I'm getting more. So, yeah. Turn off the representatives. Turn on the real person. Be open. Be vulnerable. Share a fun fact about you. Share, especially your most embarrassing thing. You never know. Like, again, like, it could be some like Pokemon, like you're an anime fan or something. That person could be an anime fan too. But y'all both want to hide that from each other, right? Because you think it's corny or you think they won't like you. Meanwhile, that could be the thing that connects you the most.
Exactly.
Oh, you like anime? Oh, I like anime. Oh, boom. Hit it off. But no, you scared to tell them because you're going to think they're corny, and he likes, he don't want to say nothing. And y'all being fake.
Yeah.
I feel like we could be like love doctors. You don't think so? I think so.
Yeah, why not?
I think we have good advice and things. It's different hearing it than actually practicing when it's on you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, of course. It's easier to dish it out than to take it.
It's easier to preach than practice. Yeah. But we're not single. We're married. We're happily married. Mm-hmm. If we were single and dating, this is I would probably follow this advice, and I wouldn't.
Yeah, or at least try. It.
I like Marvel. I like comic books.
I like Spitfire, like speed dating. Like, you just say like as much about you as possible, and then also I think honesty is so important with what you want in a relationship. Like, if you're just looking for a screw partner,
be honest about that too.
If you would like to have multiple partners, just say that. Don't like lie to people or about anything, or even about yourself. If like, even like with women, like, oh no, I'm I like to not necessarily sleep, you won't say sleep around, but like, just how you can respectfully just respect yourself, respect what you're doing. This is where I am in life. I'm not looking to get married. I'm not looking to have children right now. I am looking to expand myself. I'm looking for a partner to date. That's
all valuable information on a date. You're giving the person
your intentions.
Yes, the information they need to make a decision about you.
Yeah, like, okay, I'm not in a financial place where I could take you out, blah, 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 all this stuff at the moment. So if that's something you're looking for, I'm not that guy or that woman for you at this time. Is that okay with you? If that's a no, then be like, okay, it was so nice meeting you.
No hard feelings.
Success in the future.
You can still be friends.
Peace. Like, move on to the next person.
Still network, and you can meet somebody through that person.
Right. Like, oh, but I know a guy. I know, like, instead of like, oh, this guy, he blah, blah, blah. And you're trying to be fake, and you're spending money that you don't have to impress someone, but you can't keep up with it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Don't put something out that you can't keep up with. Like, if you don't normally get dressed up and do your hair and makeup and stuff like that, don't just like
temporarily change.
Keep it down. Like, dumb it down a little bit. I understand, like, you want to get nice and you want to use your whole check or whatever to take someone out. That's beautiful, but don't give an impression that is not real.
You might as well use every check there and after.
And then you're going to be unhappy and stressed. Like, you don't have to do it. Like, I'm not at a place in my, and that will be that is popular. Like, oh, someone, wine and dine me. But like, if you can't do that, don't say you're going to do it. And don't act like you can do it either.
Bars. You drop some
honest.
gems. Honesty is the best. They always say honesty is the best policy. And it is.
Be honest. I know that person, it might be a turn off to them. They're not the right person. And then like maybe you run into each other again if, I don't know, you give them another chance. Be like, okay, I think you're a really nice person. I think maybe I'm being a little superficial, so I want to give you another chance.
Boom.
Like, just be honest. You know what you're looking for. Yes, it would be nice to have to be wine and dine or whatever, but do you even deserve it?
That's a whole nother topic.
Like,
hopefully we answered the question.
Okay.
T hugs.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
both of them, the foreplay all day or nah.
Yeah.
It depends on the person. I think acting like it ties in with acting like you like the person, because foreplay isn't just like oral or just like physical. Foreplay is energy. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Energy. And yeah, you should always be getting energy all day long. There isn't a cutoff for energy. Like, oh, I'm gonna have like a brick wall around me all day and be with someone. Like, no, like you can't be with people and have walls built up all around you. Like there's no way that you can give love like that. So if you don't like doing that, then you don't have to be with anyone. You don't have to be in a relationship. If you can't get over yourself to treat someone else like you like them, then you should not be with anybody right now. Or you can just have you can date around and like just have sex with people and, safely and honestly.
I have a challenge for women out there.
What?
If you're dating and this happens to you, the question, like you're seeing that men are being mean or stoic or not nice,
not acting like
and
they
you're
like
dating,
you.
I would challenge you to honestly ask them, are you being this way because you think I won't like you if you're nice? And just open up an honest conversation.
Ooh.
That could bust it all. He might be like really.
Might start crying.
No, I don't think. You might like that. If he does, you might like that. But he might feel like.
Yes.
He might really be feeling you in all the ways and really like you, and he doesn't want to screw it up. But he heard, in order to not turn you off, to be that way.
Or to protect his feelings.
You hit him with that question. You bust him wide. And now he's like, if he wants to be honest, he can be like, yeah, I'm being this way because I heard that if I'm nice, and then bust the myth, break through it, chopper style, and take it from there.
Or the opposite. You're acting like you're nice, and you're really not a nice person. I mean, that
happens
could,
too. Some dudes will be nice.
Oh yeah. Here, open the door, and then you looking at a girl as she's walking by. No, oh yeah. But you're playing nice so that you can get hit or get close to someone or win someone's affection, but you're really. But not.
I think if you,
be real.
I think most. I don't know. I can't speak for women, but I think most people can sense that though. When someone's being fake nice, because you could sense fake nice.
Yeah,
and
it's like too much into like. Was that love bombing? Is that what people?
It can be, but if someone's fake nice, their energy, there's an agenda behind it, and I feel like most people can pick that up. If you're in tune with yourself and the energy is around you, you could pick that up. Not everybody though.
Yeah.
But fake nice just to hit. Like you're doing all the right things, even that might be too much. Unless
like that clip that we saw with the guy, and then the Ring camera showed like how his response to trying to be nice.
That was a perfect. He thought that he needed to be nice. Oh no, because he mentioned her rejecting him because he was nice. So in his mind, he was like, "I was too nice. I paid
for your food.
I'm not getting it because I was too nice," and that's what he said. So in his mind, if he was a little stoic and meaner, maybe he would get the draws.
No. How about take your time? Continue to be
Foreplay.
who you are. You don't have to hit it the first night. That is not.
Ooh, let's
that
talk
is-
about that.
That is not a goal.
It could be
it
for-
could
if
could
both
be.
of y'all
And
down,
yeah,
that's
if
fine.
both of you. But like, if you don't like, that doesn't mean like
I like to take my
it's
time.
ruined.
I like taking my time.
You like take your time. I'm gonna take. My
I'm very
time.
patient.
Not a silent wolf
I'm very patient. You
lurking in the night.
don't. Here's another piece of dating advice for men out there. And you don't have to listen to this. I'm saying the thing that we say not to listen. Don't listen to people online. I'm online. You're gonna see this. Do not. If there's one thing you probably should not do, and honestly, like not even fakely, don't be too eager. Don't show eagerness, and don't seem desperate. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Women don't like desperate.
Nah.
If you land a date with a baddie, and you're out, and you got past the first steps, and you got in through the door, and you look like you're fiending and you're desperate and over eager.
Yeah. It's
You're gonna-
definitely a
yeah.
turn off.
Of course.
Could be a turn off.
And I feel a lot of dudes do that. They're like,
Or a
I
way,
gotta get this.
for a woman to use you.
I got the date. We're going out. I gotta do something. I gotta get some type of base. I gotta get third base or something. You shoot yourself in the fucking foot. Be patient. That if that's something to be stoic about, is to have patience and be stoic about patience. Slow your roll. Be honest. Be open, vulnerable, all those things, but don't be too eager to smash, because they gonna sense that shit, and you gonna ruin your chance.
Yeah.
I'm not saying chance to smash. I mean chance at connecting with somebody maturely.
It's so hard.
It's
Because
so hard.
it's only hard when, with, like I said, with expectation. If you're having an expectation like, oh, please let this be the one. Please let this be the one.
Detach from results.
Just breathe
Take it slow.
and enjoy your life. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy your date. Enjoy your date. You know, you can meet your best friend.
You can meet your next boss.
Yeah,
You can meet a business partner. You can meet
True.
your spouse through that person. Like I said, like network with their people. Like they may have somebody in mind for you. They'll be like, you be perfect for my friend. Boom, you in there. But if
Even
you
though
piss
that
them
might
off,
be the truth, it sounds very douchey to say that. You know what? I'm not the perfect one, but I know a guy for you.
it's not. I don't think that's douchey at all. I think that's
It
power
depends
of
on
networking.
how the power of networking. It depends
power of
on how
networking.
she might take it. Like, hold on, why are you
Well, it
trying
could
to
come from
pass?
the
Why are you
woman.
trying to pass me off?
It could come from the woman. The woman could say about a dude.
I
Like,
think a woman saying that is a lot easier to digest than the other way around.
hey, that's society.
Like, oh, I got a girl for you. Oh, word. But then you tell a girl like, I got a guy for you. It's like, you don't want me. Like,
Well,
it's
that's
just-
from the ego. That's the ego.
yeah.
That's
But
the ego.
that's the whole
We
man,
just
male,
talked against
woman.
ego.
Yeah.
Kill the ego and be open to receive.
Yeah.
That could be your husband he's about to introduce you to.
That's true.
And you
Change
want to
your
have an
mind.
ego about the dude that he said he's not feeling you. And you have ego about him. And you get pissy at him and cut him off. He was about to introduce you to your
The love of
husband.
your life, your soulmate.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, bro, open. Come on.
Open up your heart.
Let's go. What's next? We got more questions?
Put them down below, please.
What else you got?
Put them down below.
We'll write a book on this shit. That'll be the next book.
Mm-hmm.
But not. Shout out T Hugs.
T hugs for life.
So hugs like T Hugs.
T hugs.
T-Hugs. Oh, I know. Okay, no.
Yeah. Yeah, GGS, I think.
No, so yeah. That's episode 15. Hopefully y'all got some gems. If you've seen this, y'all can cut out clips too, screen record, send it to your people. Send somebody out there being fake, somebody out there being eager, somebody being mean to women. Send this to them. Tell them to chill, be honest, open up. I feel like if everyone who's single and dating is just honest with who they are, eventually you're gonna find your people. There'll be so many more happy couples out there than people are single for years and years and years. They swear there's nobody out there. They swear the dating pool is trash. They can't find nobody, and it's because of these issues. You're watching toxic people give you toxic advice, and you're out there in the field applying toxic bullshit, and wonder why you can't find nobody.
If it ain't working, try something else.
You know what people ain't doing? Being honest with themselves. How many people are going out there being honest from jump?
Like, I'm looking
Probably
for my
like-
fourth.
Probably like 1%.
I'm looking for my third boyfriend.
Yeah, like
I'm looking for my fourth girlfriend. Like,
just be honest.
be honest.
Yeah, so that's the wrap of this show. Episode 15. We appreciate you guys. Check out the book, An Elusive Perspective, written by me. Again, on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, on the website, elusiveperspective.com.
Virtual skin lab analysis.
That's dope.
One-on-one Zoom call from the comfort of your home or from your car or wherever you want to be to talk about having healthy skin and the type of products that you should be using and free samples.
And come to Rio.
Yeah,
Well,
if you're
book a session.
yeah, if you
in Virginia, if you're in Virginia Beach.
that's right. It also comes with a free facial as well if you get the one-on-one consultation as well. So there's a bunch of perks that come with the virtual skin lab analysis. www.rioskinlab.com, REO Skin Lab, or rioskinlab.square.site to actually book.
Nice. Thank
Get
you, guys.
lucid.
Get lucid. Like, share, subscribe, comment. All the things. We appreciate you guys. We out.